Today I'm going to talk about Konnect Insights architecture, how we bring in data from all the social media platforms as well as the online web. Konnect Insights as an omni-channel customer experience management platform helps you to listen from what people are talking about you, learn from them, engage with them. Okay. So the first aspect is listening, social listening from all over the web and social media. So we help you get all that data of what people are talking about you from all the online platforms and social media. Okay. Now to achieve that, we literally crawl the entire web, whether we crawl data from news, blogs, forums, consumer forums, review sites, and all your social media platforms. So the Konnect Insights architecture is one of the best case studies to understand how big data applications work, right? And when we talk about big data, it means the architecture is horizontally scaled, a distributed horizontally scaled architecture. So that is how we store all the data from the web, and the work that has been put by the engineers is brilliant, right? So in simple layman's term, if we have to explain how the architecture works, is a city like Mumbai where there are so many people, right? I'm trying to explain you in simple layman's term how big data architecture works. Think of the people in that city as data, okay, and the buildings as servers. So difference between a vertically scaled architecture versus a horizontally scaled architecture is vertically scaled architecture means you'll have one server or rather one building in which you will try to save all that data, all those people. Whereas a horizontally scaled makes a lot of sense because you'll have a town where multiple buildings are there and you'll put people over there. So that is how you save data. The challenge with working with horizontally scaled architecture is you of course need equal distribution of data. You need communications or replications between the servers. So it's a very interesting architecture in terms of how data is saved, a humongous amount of data that we crawl from all over the web, which is blogs, forums, news, consumer forum, review sites, how that data is stored, how that data is replicated, and how that data is retrieved in real time so that you can see all that in your account. So that is how we save the data, right? The interesting part is also how we bring this data from the entire web, okay? We crawl over hundreds and millions of websites from all over the web, and we bring in that data like a search engine. So we work as a search engine where all this data is saved, but even getting the data from the web is a very interesting architecture. So the way it works is, again, I'll give you the same analogy of how buildings are there and how data is placed. So let's think of one building has multiple lots of websites. Let's say it's a 10-floor building and we're talking about 10 websites from which we want to pull the data. So our crawlers are like the elevators of that building. Okay. So what will happen is, let's say it will go to the first floor, and then all the people standing on that first floor, think of them as that articles on that particular website. Okay. So we'll bring in all the articles, then go to the second floor, bring in all the articles, go to third floor, bring in all the articles. So that is how the crawlers work. They fetch in data from the websites like this and put it into the horizontally scaled distributed architecture that we have. So this is a continuous process that is happening in the background where we pull in data from the public web, the public and legal websites. We just bring in all the data into our systems. So the crawlers are again multi-processors, multi-threaded application that brings in all the data from all over the web and just saves it, right? The data keeps on increasing, and we keep just store all that data on the servers. So when you make a query for the brand, it could be a very big Boolean query. So whatever matches the results is shown to you in your account in Konnect Insights. So that is how the web data works. When it comes to social media, of course, we are official partners of all the, we have all the APIs and webhooks and streaming. Based on that, data is pulled in from the social media platforms and shown to you. So that is the architecture behind Konnect Insights. We love to talk about it because we are very happy with the way it is designed, and our engineers have done a very good job. Of course, there's a lot to it. Getting the data is just the first thing. The insights behind how much is the volume of data, what is the sentiment, the NLPs, the machine learnings, the AIs, the automation, all that is part of Konnect Insights. How we connect with other apps in our marketplace. There are over 3,000 apps. How we came up with the 4 pillars of customer experience management. So I would like to cover in each of these videos different aspects of our product architecture. I'll cover that in the next videos.